It's a moment in time where we all remember where we were. June 17th, 1994, LA police in a highway pursuit of a white Ford Bronco. O.J. Simpson, a suspect in the murder of his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ronald Goldman. But more than 20 years prior, Simpson was carving out a college Hall of Fame legacy at USC that included the 1968 Heisman. Even though acquitted of murder in his criminal trial, the case still divides Trojan fans everywhere. USC insider John Jackson joins us now to opine on this story, as does Campus Insiders managing editor Pete Fiutak. John, I want to ask you, I know there's not much of a relationship now between Reggie Bush and USC in light of his NCAA violations. What's the situation with OJ and the university?
Well, ironically, before OJ went to jail, obviously, USC maintained the relationship, but a relationship from a distance. You can go back to Pete Carroll when they went to the Orange Bowl. He actually came to an Orange Bowl practice for one day, then was, of course, not admitted to practice after that because of all the distractions it was causing. But from a USC standpoint, they still acknowledge his Heisman. It's still on display at Heritage Hall, and his jersey still hangs with the Trojan jerseys for those Heisman Trophy winners. So from that standpoint, USC does acknowledge him. They obviously, it depends on which side of the fence for all Trojan fans, which side do you fall on in terms of, his guilt or innocence, so to speak. That is always a major debate. But, as far as USC goes, they recognize him for his accomplishments at USC, as they should.
Pete, I want to bring you in. From a historical perspective, where do you see Simpson ranking all time among USC running backs?
He's the best. He's the absolute best. Marcus Allen was great. He put up the 2,000-yard season, won the Heisman. Certainly Charles White was fantastic. Obviously Reggie Bush was great, who did win a Heisman, despite what USC and others want to believe. But O.J. Simpson's the one. He is the icon. He is what he did at USC. He was arguably one of the greatest college football player of all time, up until a lot of these other running backs came in. Between 23 blasts, one of the iconic runs in college football history. He should have won 2 Heismans. Definitely should have won the 67 Heisman as well as winning in 68. He was absolutely great. He was everything you want in a back. Sprinter speed, big, fast, tough. He was everything.
Yeah, Pete, the one thing, though, that you have to remember is Marcus Allen's career at USC was somewhat held back because of Charles White and the Heisman Trophy that Charlie won. He had to actually go play fullback first before he got his chance to play tailback. And then when he got his opportunity to play tailback, no question, one of the best in USC history. The one thing I like about Marcus Allen is the versatility. So it's all about the style of running back you like. I like the fact that Marcus blocks. He catches the ball out of the backfield. He obviously is a great runner, and he has a Super Bowl ring, which none of the other backs can say.
College Hall of Famers as well as Pro Hall of Famers are both running backs. John Jackson and Pete Fiutak on O.J. Simpson 20 years later. Gentlemen, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks, Bonnie.